So yesterday we discussed in parameter properties. What are the properties? Sequential, random, unique, and each iteration and occurrence and once property. So sequential stand for every user has to pick the first data point. Random is user will pick the random anything. And going to the unique nothing but every user has to pick the first unused data point. Each iteration means every iteration values will be update for the every iteration. Occurrence nothing but it will be update for the every occurrence. And going to the once property means what the first iteration picking from the what are the values picked, it will continue for the nth iteration also.
Yes.
Okay, it's clear.
Yeah.
So you go to the parameter properties. See, for here we see for the sequential, random, unique, and each iteration and occurrence and once property. See, we have the one more also will be there. You can observe same line as some parameter name. It is coming. See, what is the same line as some other parameter means? What are the dependency values will be there? So those values we want to do for means we can use for the same line as some other parameter. For example, first name will be there. It's depending on the whom username, right?
Yes.
So maybe last name will be there. This is also depends on the username. So means what are the dependent value will be there. So we can use for the same line as some other parameter name. We can call it as a one more is a same line as some other parameter name. So yesterday we simulated and we observed also, right, how values is picked. So now I will explain for the some different one, and just I'm regenerating script again. I'm not record, okay, because it will be removed for the, all the parameter files and these all things, and it will get for the I want to know for will remove this. Suraj,
Yes.
see now I cleared everything, and see it's a fresh script. Now we can do for the parameterization. So how to we can do? First thing we need to find the parameter value. What is the parameter name here?
Username.
Username. How to we can do? We can select that and
Right.
right button click on replace with parameter and create new parameter and give it for the name. What value we are doing?
Username param.
Username for.
Per
Okay. And this is the which type is a file or date and time
file.
File.
file, right? So you can select already file only will be there. Go to the properties, and now you need to see this is the file and username param one our dot file, and after that click on creatable and click on OK, and after that here by name which value we are doing username param. You can
Username.
select is a username param, and here we need to select for the you can which one you want you can select parameter like unique means you can select unique each iteration. So you can observe you can when you are select for the unique then only it is enable for this one. So you can observe here you can select sequential, it is a disable, and you can select a random, it is a disable, but you can select unique, it is a enable for this property. So it's out of values means we have the number of values will be there. You want for the particular abort, you want abort for user, that user means you can select for the abort user. Okay, otherwise you want for the continue with the cyclic manners means already what are the values will be there, you want to continue for the next time, like we have the jojo and bean, and jojo 1 bean 1 jojo 2 bean 1 is completed, but I want for the again means Jojo again bean I want to pick means what I can do, continue with a cyclic manner means it will continue with the cyclic manner. Otherwise you want to continue with last value. What is the last value will be there? You want to for the continue with the last value, you can select for this. Only when you are selecting for the unique property only it will display for this. Got it?
Like it will continue for every iteration, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, only that will be available only unique property. Okay, it's clear?
Okay.
Okay, and close and click on okay and no. Okay, see username is completed. Next, what value we need to do?
Password.
Password. Replace with parameter and create new parameter and give it as a some password param and give it. Start. Okay. And after that, this is the which type? File type only. I selected and go to the properties. Now, see, we are doing for the dependency value. Like, so depending password will be depending from the whom?
Like
Password will
username.
be depending on the whom? Username, right? So means you need to select for here username. This is the username param. Okay. So now you want to add column. So which column we need to add for here? Password, right? Just click on add column. See, you can observe what is the value. It will be password param. Click on OK. It will come for the line by line. Like the password will be depending on the Jojo. So by name you can select for the password param only. We need to select here. Okay. And after that, here this time we have already dependent value will be there. Password will be depending from the whom? Username. You need to select here same line as username param. Same line as username param you can select. So no need to select for this sequential each iteration or unique. These things no need for when you select for the same line as some other parameter. Okay, got it? See now I done and click on close and click on OK and no. See it's completed. Then after that we need to check for the we have any other values will be there. For here date and time will be there. We can do for the date and time normally how we are done in previous, right? We can do for the individually we can do because this is the date and time. So going to here and after that you can observe your first name, last name, this all will be depends on the whom?
Username.
Username. So what we can do for the parameterization like replace with parameter and create new parameter and give it for the first name. I'm giving for the F name. Okay. And click on properties. And here we need to select for the which dot file. What is the first dot file name? Username param.
Username.
You need to select that one, username param. See, now you can click on for the add column. And which column we are adding? First name.
First name.
See, it is the first name. Okay. And by name, you need to select for the what value you are doing. First name only, right? You can select here first name only. And here we need to select for the first name also depends on the whom? Username.
Username.
So you need to select for the here same line as username.
Here it simulate parameter is used to only to check the output.
Yeah, we can check the output also.
Only for checking the output here.
No. See, this is the like it will pick what will happen like, right? So this will be Jojo and Bean. Jojo, what are the values you are giving? Sequentially, it will pick for the one by one.
Yes.
That is purpose. Same line as some other parameter, nothing but. So some dependency value will be there that will pick for the same row. Okay, different columns. Got it?
Okay.
So click on OK and always next you are doing for the last name. So replace with the parameter, create new parameter. Okay, and give it as a last name. And properties, and we need to select for the which dot file? Username param dot file. And after that add column. See which column we are adding? last name column.
Last.
And by name, we need to select for the which last name. And here we need to select for the same line as user path. Click on close and click on OK and no. And same like this, we can add for the all parameters. Same we can do. Replace parameter, create new parameter, and we are doing for the address one. Address one, add in the properties, and select this. Okay.
Kiran, here we don't have that option. Like when we are doing parameterization, it will ask like it should be applicable for any other. Same like that, we have an option like parameter of property can be applicable to other values also.
Yeah.
Individually, we are doing for everything.
Yeah, in user also we are doing everything, but in like this is the we can call it as a complex parameterization. Like see, maybe what will happen, you are giving for the sequential or some different means what will happen means maybe it will pick for the first all users will be first data point, what are the value will be there, you will pick the same.
It will
But
pick the same.
it is like this you are doing means what will happen, your username, your password only it will pick. Okay, that is the property we are using for the same line as some other parameter. So by name, we need to select for the last name. And here you can select for the same line as username and click on close and click on OK and always no. And same way you can do for the what are the values we have, all values we can do same way. What is this address to the right address and but here is important, you need to select for the what is your first dot file, you need to select that one and click on add column and you can add this. And by name you can select for the what value we are doing, you can select that add to, and here same line as username.
Okay.
And click on OK and no. And passenger details, so you can do for this also, replace with parameter, create new parameter and pass details. Okay, properties, this is also dependent value only, right? You can select this and add column and add it, and here you need to select for the passenger details, and here we need to select for the same line as username, because based on this only it will pick for the same line as some other parameter, means what are the value will be there in this line, same values will be picked for the every iteration. If you want credit card means you can add credit card also, because that is also depends from the whom username only, right? So just I think I'm not added column. See, not added, it will not reflect here. So like this we done. So now you can go to the again properties and you are able to see the what are the values you are added, all values you are able to see here. And now you can go with the edit with notepad and you are able to see the these all the column names, what are the names we are given, username, password, from first name, last name, address one, this will be values. Maybe you want to add one more row means you can copy and paste it and give it as a different names, Jojo one and Bean one and some. Okay, this is the first name, right? You can give for anything is fine, and last name you can give for the Sriram, and these details will be same Bean one, and credit card details will be maybe you can add something. And you can like this, how many values you want, you can add it here and go here. You can observe one more row added or not.
Yes.
So like this you can do it. Got it? So otherwise, already I created some dot file. This dot file already you are created in Excel sheet or somewhere. If you want to import all data, you have already lot of data will be there, 200 lines of data there. You want browse means you can go to the browse and you can select for the username param and what are the values you have in this parameter. It will display for this. So in this parameter, see, means you need to import for the dot file only. This is the parameter file means dot file. So you yourself also you want to create means you can create for the here also some, for example, Excel. You are opening the Excel. So you need to give for the name of so open right already now. So you can give for the what are the column names you are given in the script. So you can select same column names. So username param you are given. Same name you need to give for the user name param. Okay. And after that, next what is the column name? Password param. And next what is the first name? Last name. Address 1. Address 2. And pass details. And next will be CC. See, all columns I added. Example, I am giving for the first one, I am giving for the Jojo. And the second one, I am giving for the Bean. And the third one, I am giving for the first name only again Jojo. Last name will be Bean. Address 1, some HYD. Address 2, some AP, HP. And passenger details. Jojo, Bean, resume, CC card, something. Okay. So now I want for the 200 data you want to create means. So you can drag and drop. It will say after a minute. You can give it for the again same data. I can control the same data item come. Now we can give for the 1 and Bean 1 and Jojo 1, Bean 1. And if you want either these details same means you can give for the same also because that is no dependency, only username only, password only, dependency will be there. And for here you are adding for the 57. Now you want how much data you want, you can select here to here you can select and you can drag. See, for example, I want 10 data. See, you want how much data you want, you can create for that much data. For example, I want for the 50 user data. See, up to 50 I created. And same way you can do it for the this all also means you can select here and 50 data you can drag up to there. See, all data came. Okay. So this data now you can save it. Some test data. Username, user test data. Okay, user test data. And save where you are saving, you can select and automatically save. So then this will be you want to import like when you are save, right, this one you can select this one and user data, right? You need to select for the save type will be a comma with delimiter, CSV comma delimiter, you need to select when you are saving. See, CSV comma delimiter. You can select this, and now you are saving in the documents. See, it's a document is saved. Now, where you saved in documents, right? You can go to the documents, and you'll see the date modifier to this. What name we are given? Test data.
User test data.
User test data. Yeah, this is the format. See, this is the our. Okay, this for right. You can just Control C, copy, just copy this, and where is your script in documents, and we use right. We use in that vision scripts, and what is the your script name?
Web tour.
This one, web
Platform.
tour flight book
Python.
08/08/2022. So you need to select that one. Where it is, web tour 08, this one, right?
Yes.
Web tour flight booking 08/08/2022. Yes, this one, right? You can open this, and here you are able to see the some variables also. We are able to see the variable. Otherwise, you can copy paste it here. So already what are the already you are done parameterization, right? All values will show here. Okay, you can copy paste in this folder only. Okay, just paste it that Excel sheet. So now if you want to import this data means now you can come to here, and your web tours right. See, you need to select this is the all files, then only it will display for the what are the formats like CSV or what format you want, you will able to see. See what is the you need to select for the user data text data input. See, all data is displayed or not, because if you go here and enter for the one by one line means that will be take time. So like this you can import means it is a very easy, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
like this you need to prepare test data. And now before that, after this is the import is completed, right? Now you can come here and you can check for the all data, it will be came or not, you can check. So username from, see, we need to import for the here all username from import, and user data, user test data. See, all data will be displayed. So like this you need to do for the complex parameterization. Got it, everyone? So means
Huh.
some test data you are preparing, you want for the more data means we need to prepare for the like this. So up to now everyone understand how to we are done for the parameterization complex, and how to we imported data, right? So I will give for that today one assignment to for everyone. Okay. What is that assignment means? I think I need to open this server, web to server. Okay. And go to the web tour application. So server is open or not? Yeah, it's open. See, now this is the web tour, all right. So I want for the some test data for ourselves. See, for example, you are doing for the 200 users test in the controller. Means you need for the 200 username and passwords, right? So means maybe it is already existing data will be there. You need to import like this. So how we done previous, right? You can import for the like browse and you can import. Otherwise you don't have, so you need to prepare some test data using for the your script only. So how to you can do means steps, launch application. So you need to record like this, launch. After that, don't log in. You can click on sign up now button. Click on sign up now and enter for the username details. You need to give for the your name also, no problem. I'm giving for the Kiran 123 I given, and password I given Kiran, and confirming password Kiran, and first name Kiran, and last name Sriram, and address one, okay, Aminpur, and city I'm given Hyderabad. Okay, so just I given for means I am sign upping. So continue. See, continue. Kiran 123. Thank you for registering. Welcome to the Web2 family. So now you can sign up. Now you can go here and enter for the Kiran 213, and password I given for the Kiran Kiran. So login is successful. So through manually I done. But now what is our approach? Through we need to do for the our script. Means you need to record the script. Like you can launch this one, and after that click on sign up. You need to enter for these details. Okay, you can enter for these details and continue, and you are able to log in. So after login, you can log off. Got it, everyone? So after that,
Yes.
what is the your approach? You can go to the parameters. Okay, you need to do for the parameterization. So because this value only you can do username and password and first name, last name, street address. This what are the values you are entered? All values you can do parameterization as a complex parameterization. Other after that you want to see, for example, I created data right here. Where is that file? I close it up. See, for example, you are creating for the first Sravanti, okay, and after that first name something, okay, and last name you are entering. So this is the already existing data, okay, no problem. But you can observe maybe Sravanti, for example, Sravanti and Sravanti 123 password. See, it will fail because we are not created username and password. Through script you need to prepare, and you want to execute for the this one. How to you can execute means after parameterization done, right? You need to prepare the data. So after how we are done for the manually, you need to do for the same way. You need to record and do the parameterization. And so for example, you are preparing at a time, you are preparing 50 data. So what you need to do, 50 you can give for the 50 iteration. Then what will happen? 50 user data will be created. If you want how much data you want, you can create here. But here more than 50, more than 100 means this script also we can put to the controller, and we need to execute for the number of user point of view. It's clear?
Yes.
Assignment everyone is clear?
Yes.
Like 50 users we need to record, or no need only the
No, you need to, you
first
are
input,
preparing only first through script only
first one.
you are creating. See, for example, quickly I will record and I will show you. Okay. See, for example,
Okay.
I'm recording the script. Do you want to replace? Okay, yes, no problem. Okay, I'm recording. See how I'm recording, and after that I will execute. See, already. So you can give for the transaction names also if you want. You can give. Now what we are doing? We are doing for the
Sign up.
sign name. Let's say just sign up. Okay. and click on OK. After that, we are entering data. So if you want, this is also separate, means you can enter for the test data or user details or sign up data. You can give for the as per your details. Enter data, and after that you can enter the details. So Kiran 44 and password Kiran and Kiran. First name Kiran and last name Sriram and address one. Okay, some KB HV city HY and continue. Click on continue, right? If you want, means you can view for this. You can close this and now enter for the click on continue. Okay, then click on continue. Again, one more continue will be there. You can no need to enter again. Okay, continue. See, it is completed. You can end this. And final step will be what we are need to do. Sign up. So just click on sign up. You can sign up. See, sign up also is completed. So you need to end this transaction and stop it. See, I created through our created this script. See, Kiran 344 already is created. Okay, this user will be there. If you want, means you can go here and you can check for the here. Okay, this is successfully we are created. Now I want to create for the Kiran 45 is there, not there. We'll check first. Okay, Kiran. See, it will be there. No, right? Through script, how we can do means just I'm changing here. I'm not doing parameterization because just I will show the how you also do like this one. So I change this one, just execute. Through script, I'm preparing for the test data now. Just you can observe. See, log off is also completed. Oh, how many times? So 50 times of stop data. See, now we can go there and okay, you can now can click on this. See, it's created. It's created or not?
Yes.
Previous it will be not there. So I created this one. So like this, you need to do for the parameterization for this all files, and you need to keep for the fresh data. So Kiran 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, how much your data? Like everyone can prepare for the 50 user data is enough. Got it, everyone?
All these values where it will store,
It will store
like
in the database only. Like we have the web tour is there, right? In the database, it will store everything.
like manually we have created the Excel sheet or the notepad, but manually we are entering in the script now these values where we can see
This values, if you
yeah
not this values, right?
yes,
This value will be if you done correlation only, you are able sorry parameterization, you are able to see the here.
in parameterization
Yeah,
properties.
yeah. After execute also output also you can see here some parameter name is equal some value. What value it is picked also you are able to see.
Yeah, here and in parameter
Properties also we can see.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you can try yourself, and I think I have other same video will be there. I will upload that also. Okay, and you guys will be practice.
Before parameterization, we need to execute or after doing the parameterization?
After doing the parameterization, you can try because you need to do the multiple, right? Just I show for the your understanding point of only. I change.